some folks equate following the rules as okay, because I follow the rules, that means I love God. And
Mhm.
sometimes it could be a little bit deeper than that.
Yeah.
Especially if you've been around the church period, right? I don't even want to keep it in one denomination, but church period, right? You'll have a lot of folks that say, okay, we need to follow the rules. We need to, this is the rules here, the rules there, and then the doctrine this and the doctrine that. But do you really have the love of Christ in your heart towards your
Yeah.
fellow man, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's going to be other people that you run into each and every day that don't have the same faith as you, or, live a different lifestyle than you.
Yeah.
Are you going to look down on them, or are you still going to show them the love of Christ and let God work in them, right?
Yeah.
So it all falls to that. Or we just going to be like, okay, I follow the rules. I follow the 10 commandments. So that means I'm good. That means I love Christ. But do you really love him?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's real. And part of why I put down more those examples came up with the woman um washing Jesus' feet with with her hair, and David just kind of just praising and dancing. It's like you could map it out too, as Charles said, like the loving God with all your heart, but I don't see them necessarily doing that in or I don't see them necessarily doing that to because they're trying to hit this rule, but I just see out of their love for God, you see those expressions. You know what I mean? So, and it reminds me back to Psalm 63:3, where David is saying, "Your love is better than life, so my lips will glorify you." It's like out of their love, genuine love and relationship with God, the way that they live and these expressions of love are being manifested, but it's coming out of their faith and out of their genuine love for God is being produced organically and naturally.
Yeah. I think that's what we call, or that is what transformation God wants to produce in people.
Yeah.
Right? It's what being a follower of Christ is, versus being a religious person. It's the distinction between the Pharisees and the disciples.
And,
You know,
and
it
I'll just, yeah, okay.
go ahead.
No, I'll just say to that point, what you got me thinking about is, John chapter 4, where it talks about worshiping God in spirit and in truth. Um,
Hmm.
yeah,
I
so
got
that's,
verse 2.
and maybe I could, you said what?
Yes,
Oh,
I have
you got
another
a verse too,
verse.
and I
Yeah.
oh, you got another, and I'll just read that one really quick. Let me see.
It's John 4:24.
Yeah, John 4, yeah, 24.
24.
I'll start at I'll just say I'll start at John 4:21, and this is when Christ was speaking to the woman at the well, and powerful conversation. She actually went out and started telling people about her experience and her encounter with Christ, and it led others to believe. But John chapter 4:21, at the end of the conversation, Jesus said to her, "Woman, believe me, the hour is coming when you will neither on this mountain nor in Jerusalem worship the Father. You worship what you do not know. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews." In verse 23, it says, "But the hour is coming, and now is, when the true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and truth. For the Father is seeking such to worship him. God is spirit, and those who worship him must worship in spirit and truth." And so, just to your point, Charles, I believe this is what Christ is seeking to communicate to this woman um, about, worshiping in spirit and truth, and um, just the expression of worship, the expression um, of the way we live. If we're walking with the Lord and we're, genuinely know him and have the Spirit of God in us, then just the way we live, what we do, how we, talk, what we speak, our worship is going to be an expression of our love for God and his love for us.